You are listening to the Call to Action podcast, where we aim to inspire, educate, and inform entrepreneurs and self-starters on tech and tips related to navigating this ever-changing world. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to episode 15 of the Call to Action podcast. My name is Shantae, and I'm the host, as well as the person that runs the blog, ctamarketing.biz. Today's episode, we're going to talk about some creative marketing campaign ideas that you can use for your small business. I actually have 21 that I am going to cover in total. This is actually going to be the first 10. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you that in episode 14, I introduced the marketing campaign on Sabra and their QR code marketing campaign where they are giving away $500,000. So make sure that you go back and listen so that you can see how you go to win $500,000 with that campaign, as well as learn how Sabra engages their customers with the QR code on their product packaging and the 2020 Super Bowl. Before we get into the 21 creative marketing campaign ideas I have for you, I do want to share the inspirational quote that I have for today's episode. And here is today's motivational quote for episode 15 of the Call to Action podcast. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. I got that from success.com. I don't know exactly who wrote it, but I did get it from the website success.com. Entrepreneurs, self-starters, small business owners, home business owners, let's set our goals for the day, complete them with determination and focus, and go to bed with satisfaction knowing that we completed what we set out to accomplish. So let's go into today's episode where I introduce 21 creative marketing campaign ideas for your small business. This is part one of a two-part series. I'm going to share the first 10 in this podcast, and I'll share the rest in the next episode, which will be episode 16. Now, before I go into these, I'm going to share, why am I doing this? You're probably like, Shantae, why are you sharing this with us? Well, I'm going to share with you that I'm an entrepreneur myself. And I learned a lot on my own. I spent a lot of time reading and researching, and I didn't have a lot of people around me. I didn't have a large network of people that could share this information with me or that could teach me or who knew about marketing and technology. So I had to dive in and do my own research. I learned a lot through trial and error. And after all of that, I decided that if I could help someone by sharing the information that I learned, that I found to be helpful, then I will share it. So here is why I'm doing it. I hope that sheds some light and brings some understanding on why I took the time to do this. So let's start with the first 10. Here are 10 creative marketing campaign ideas, and these could be used not only to promote a business. If you want to promote a book, if you want to promote a project, if you want to promote a product that you've created, then you can use this for that. So you can just replace business with whatever it is that you want to promote. These are just some ideas that you can use to get the juices flowing when you're thinking about ways to promote yourself or promote your business or your product or your service. So here's the first one. Number 1, print your logo on t-shirts and use them for giveaways. Number 2, establish your business on social media. Choose which one, or you can do multiple, choose which ones work best for you. Then create your accounts and post and engage. When you're on social media, if you don't already know this, it's not just about look at me, look at me, look at me. It's really about engaging. So make sure that you're also engaging with the people that you're connecting with on social media. The third item is to place your social media information on your business cards. Number 4, regularly share information about your business on social media. This includes accomplishments, upcoming sales events, anything that you're doing that you want people to know about. Regularly post that type of information on social media. Number 5, engage with your followers. Social media is social. So So make sure to say hi or thank you to the people that you're connecting with or to your followers. Number 6, and this is very important to me, volunteer. Volunteer where you can. It could be a local charity event. There's opportunities where people need help. There's nonprofit organizations that need help. Sometimes they don't always want money. Sometimes they need bodies. They need energy. So if you could go and volunteer, then that's a great way to get exposure for your business. Plus, you're able to help out your local community. Number 7, make your business cards interactive by placing QR codes on them so that when they're scanned, they lead people to your website or a video about your product or service. Number 8, send handwritten thank you notes to customers. This could be for an online store or a brick and mortar store. If you do an online store, just print them out and sign them, and you can just ship them with the packages that you're delivering. Number 9, do a giveaway on social media for people who follow and mention you. These are fun, and there's software that you can use to help out with that because that can be a lot of work, but you can do it for free and do it yourself. It would just take some organization on your side, or you can just pay a service to do it for you or to manage that for you. Number 10, make your flyers interactive by placing QR codes on them so that when they're scanned, they lead people to your social media page like your Facebook, your Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. So as you can see, these are simple yet effective and can be done with little to no additional cost. Sometimes it just takes some creativity and imagination to get going. Make sure to tune in to episode 16 of the Call to Action podcast, where I will share more information and more creative marketing ideas. I have a total of 21. I shared 10 here. I'll share the rest on episode 16. Make sure to tune in to episode 16 of the Call to Action podcast, where I will share the rest of the creative marketing campaign ideas that you can use to promote your business, product, or service. Until next time. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Call to Action podcast. Make sure to visit me on my blog at ctamarketing.biz. There, you can find articles for entrepreneurs and self-starters on tech and tips to help navigate this ever-changing world. Until next time.